That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like you cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming. Guns and Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same my Dixie, same rowdy barn trick me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them dirty stuff. So light him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44. Ready. 18. And Watson, Oscar.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
First hit of the game, bro. That's so. Oh, okay. Cool. First hit stick of the game. You can't make it.
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down.
Oh, great. Now my other D tackle gets hurt. wonder if he's going to be out for the season.
That was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins at 1-7 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it.
Let's go.
Inside the 5. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football well.
Oh, get it, sure. Come on.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked through.
Oh, I needed that.
Teammate comes along and
I hit
scoops
him.
it up.
Back.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
Oof.
And it'll be incomplete. If you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you play the run well, you get hit in all phases.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, yeah.
Outside complete. His first catch.
Guardian cap Tua.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now H.A. on first and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
44, ready. 18.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short one here.
There we go.
By the tight end Waller. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out of the gun, here's a give to H.A. He'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Here's Tua.
Oh, get out of here. The D lineman can play that.
Complete there.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact.
HB don't go down now. Gotta make up for that fumble now.
Taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a bad throw. I'm glad he dropped it.
He was open, but he couldn't get
Look, though.
It's incomplete.
That guy screaming.
They've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Jackson.
He held on to that.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Jackson, options out left.
Of course. This is too fast. Just runs around the block. Ran over. Right, froze. I have it on. Read the quarterback.
33 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, thank you, Tyreek Hill, for just completely abandoning ship. Who are you going to block?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking,
Watch for me.
You're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achan. Looking for a
I'm good.
but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Tua. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. nicely turned that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get this with his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
And Walker has it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
That is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
6 yards to go.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jackson.
Get him.
Pressure right.
Oh, okay, you can just run around in a circle. That's cool. Lord. I know he's fast, but that's crazy.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 3. H-in here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh,
Oh my gosh, man. Another fumble. And he's picked up both of them, man. I get the fumble and my guy's acting stupid.
Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. Rolling to his right.
Oh, not going to be able to fucking catch up to him. He's got 100 speed.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This game is fun.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you
ball's going to float.
Makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Tua going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
No,
the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tua to throw again. They set up the screen.
Oh, he just tackled me from the ground? What was that?
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34
The guy was literally on the ground.
Halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tom.
Okay, PI.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
This game is so crazy.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Like, what am I supposed to do about that? The guy's going to be open. Get that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tua setting up shot to throw again.
Oh my, and he just sailed it, dude. He just threw it so high above him from literally 2 yards in front of him.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What?
When he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's
take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out.
from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Baby on that rap and pay the bills. And now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Yeah.
That one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
24-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll dump.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for the Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Guys, lost.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's got this down to the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come with.
Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks.
This is comical, bro.
The Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Like, who's even over there?
To drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. Sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
Of course, he still gets the ball
He
off.
threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Didn't mean to press.
Complete. Through the middle of the field.
QB fan.
Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Dolphins nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football. But something to lose build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here.
Of course, the running back doesn't get out for his swing route. Of course.
And get back to it.
Just going to get rid of this thing.
What do you know? Shocker. Game's stupid as shit.
When you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. Throw caught by Ochamp. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
I love how they can just play every fucking thing.
Make someone miss in the open field. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Everything is just locked up all the time.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Walker. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Henry up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only 2 teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Of course.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they seem to catch a few balls out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane.
These Superman tackles need to go. That was so whack.
2 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Hitting square 10 yards out, tackling people, bro. Make that shit make sense.
It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, let's say you try to have a few men in the box here.
He's literally in the end zone.
This one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gordon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left.
That's
complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Congratulations.
16 more on that one. And
ginormous team.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. A good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
Matt Judon providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And this one's high, but not very far. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.